What's up, Wolfpack? I'm back with another video, and today I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to be editing a video that I'm watching either in the bottom left corner or the bottom right corner, as I'm enjoying all this right here, which is a lot of saltines. And as you guys can tell from the thumbnail, I'm going to be using some strawberry cream cheese and creamy peanut butter throughout this video as well. So without further ado, let's go.
Hit a little traffic. Optimus. Decepticons.
Next 48 hours, I'm going to be eating the world's biggest candy bars. I'm giving myself 2 days to eat unlimited calories only from giant candy bars. This year, I've taken down 30,000 plus calories in 8 hours. I also ate 40,000 plus calories on my birthday, but I've never attempted to do something this crazy before. So who knows what's gonna happen. But before I get this challenge started in just a few hours, I gotta run to the store and grab some essentials. After grabbing the essentials, it was time for a pre-challenge physique check. After that was done, it was time for a pre-challenge weigh-in. Starting weight, 170.3 pounds. I'm just gonna warn all of you right now, the amount of chocolate you're about to see go into this body is going to be absolutely ridiculous. For the next 48 hours, I'm going to be eating as many giant candy bars as humanly possible. My strategy to get down as many giant candy bars as possible is simple. Avoid flavor fatigue as much as possible. That being said, everyone, meal number one is looking tasty. I have some half-pound Reese's right here. I have some giant Milka bars, and I have this giant Snickers bar as well. I have some decaf coffee off to the side over here, and just like that, everybody, I think it's time to get this challenge officially started. Let's do this. Before we get started, got some low-carb milk over here, just in case I need it. Ho, ho, ho. That should be very interesting. Now this is the Milka Oreo bar. Oh, good. All right, that chocolate bar was absolutely amazing. You know, I just want to show some love to Milka right now for just making appropriately sized chocolate bars. This is the Choco and Biscuit. Ooh. Not bad. Whew. Goodness, that sugar rush just hit me like a freight train. Whew. Man. Third chocolate bar is down. Oh no. No. That is just so sad, everybody. I was looking forward to eating these in like the original form. Oh, actually, never mind. Not that bad. It's been a little toasty out here in San Diego, so these kind of melted upon delivery. It's kind of a Reese's, I guess. Where are my Reese's people at? Comment down below. We have our first W. Oh, W moment. Man, this coffee tastes absolutely amazing. Oh, it's probably because it's in the signature Eriktheelectric I Heart Carbs mug. Only available on Eriktheelectric shop. Link in bio. What? I had to do a little shameless plug, all right? That was absolutely amazing. No chocolate left behind. I will be regretting this tomorrow, 100%. Meal number 1 is complete. The star of the show just has to be that Reese's peanut butter cup. Looks like that took me about 23 minutes, almost 23 minutes to do. And I completely blanked before the meal and I forgot to show you all the date and time. So it's currently October, what day is it? October 22nd. What time is it? 7:45 p.m. Now everyone, it's time for me to go take a hot shower, get some sleep, and then it's time for day number 2. Meal number 1 complete. I will be regretting this tomorrow, 100%. 5-mile run complete. All right, everybody, so it's time for meal number 2. It is about 12:30, October 23rd. We're about 17 hours into this calorie challenge. Let's just get into this one. It's time for me to consume the biggest chocolate bar of the video so far. This, my friends, is a 5-pound Hershey's bar right here, all right? This thing is looking absolutely massive. That's what she said. There are 11,200 calories in this Hershey's bar right here. There is also 1,280 grams of sugar in this chocolate bar. Oh my sweet goodness. Believe it or not, this is not actually the biggest chocolate. What do you think about this? You see this chocolate bar?
Yeah, I see it. I definitely see it.
You always told me that size matters.
Size doesn't matter.
Believe it or not, everyone, this 5-pound Hershey's bar is actually not the biggest chocolate bar I'm planning on consuming in this video. I have an even bigger chocolate bar that I'm gonna try to get down. But before I get to that, I gotta take this one down. Oh my gosh. I think it's only appropriate that I eat this like a normal chocolate bar. I don't even know where to start with this. That's a tasty chocolate bar. Wow, this chocolate's rich. There's really not much else I can say. All right, everybody, well, we have about, let's say about 20% of the chocolate bar down. Oh man, the thing about chocolate is just, it gets very rich very quickly. Did you know the most popular candy bar in the world is the Snickers bar? More than 400 million Snickers bars are sold every year. I love Snickers bars, but Reese's are my favorite. What's your favorite candy bar? Drop a comment down below. I would say we're about 40% through the chocolate bar. Wow. Just like progressively just gets. And since I'm eating a giant chocolate bar, I gotta ask all of you a very, very important question. How many of you out there are team milk chocolate and how many of you are team dark chocolate? Personally, for me, I think milk chocolate is the best. That's all I'm saying. I would actually say I'm a little bit more than 50% done with the chocolate bar, but there's just so much flavor fatigue going on right now, everybody, that I'm gonna actually just have to save this for some later part of today. So we'll put that over there. I kind of figured that would happen, so I came prepared to the party. I brought extra giant candy bars. Like, legit, these are giant candy bars. And these are gonna come in very handy because I need some nuts in my life right now. Nuts in the form of a chocolate bar. It's probably the wrong way to say that, but oh well. And this is the Hershey's Almond Candy Bar. Now it's time to get on over to the Hershey's Symphony Bar. To be honest, I have zero idea why this is called the Symphony Bar. Looks like a regular Hershey's bar to me. Yeah, it just tastes like sugar at this point. Next, it's time to head on over to the homie, Mr. Goodyear. If you've never had a Mr. Goodyear bar, it's chocolate and peanuts. Excuse me. All right, buddy, well, we've had 1, 2, 3 big chocolate bars and then the massive Hershey's bar. Should I do it? Yeah, why not? You can always make room for extra nuts. And I really gotta think those statements through before I say them. That has been meal number 2. So it's currently 1:19, still the same day. Almost at the 18-hour mark. Unfortunately, I was not able to get down this chocolate bar in this meal. So I'm most likely gonna have to come back to this at a later point. Meal number 2, complete, kinda. Now everyone, it's time for some carb cycling. Believe it or not, this actually isn't the first time I've ever tried to ride my bike after eating ridiculous amounts of chocolate. While it felt like I was about to give birth to a baby named Hershey, I somehow was able to ride 52 miles. Already, it's about 4:45 right now. Usually this is where I would have my second meal of the day, but everyone, eating this much chocolate is just brutal. So what I'm gonna do for today is just have 2 meals. So I'm gonna finish walking my dog Apollo, and then it's time to get on with the rest of the video. So it is currently 7:33. I feel like just eating this chocolate bar the way it is would just be way too basic. So I'm gonna add a little health to this challenge. It looks like I have about 3 pounds of chocolate left to eat. Believe it or not, the texture's the hardest thing. So microwaving the chocolate is actually better. And about 27 seconds later, I had my finished product. All right, so you're probably wondering, Eric, why do you have a giant bowl of melted chocolate? Well, everybody, strawberries, chocolate? You're probably just shaking your heads at me, but hey, you know what? It just felt like having some strawberries. Chocolate covered strawberries, that is. As of right now, I actually don't feel all that terrible, given that the only meal that I've had today was about 7 hours ago. So the extra time in between meals has helped out my digestion quite a bit. Now everyone, it's time for meal number 3. Before I get into this though, I just have to say tomorrow I have a ridiculously gigantic candy bar to consume. And yeah, I just really hope I can get through this in one piece. That's all I'm gonna say right now. Oh, just look at those tasty strawberries. Look at that. Some vitamin C, some antioxidants would be perfect. And some low calorie cashew milk to kind of balance out all the chocolate. Should I wash them? Yeah, I should probably wash them. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. That's tasty. All right, I'm 100% over the strawberries. Jeez. Goodness gracious. I feel like the chubby kid from Willy Wonka that fell in the chocolate river. Excuse me. All right, well, the bowl of chocolate's down. Oh, goodness. I feel like I'm chopping down a tree. It's made of chocolate. I feel like I'm not gonna want to eat chocolate for the next 3 years after this challenge. Right now, the flavor fatigue train has paid me a very serious visit. So, you know what I'm gonna do? So I'm gonna get into some of these all new Cheetos minis right here. I'll pick that up later. Dodger's gonna get a W. Oh, W. Oh man, that chocolate bar was ridiculously dense. It's currently 8:07 right now. We're about 24 hours and 45 minutes into this ridiculous challenge. I have the biggest candy bar I've ever laid eyes upon in my kitchen, and I somehow have to fit it into my body tomorrow. So I'm gonna get some rest. I hope I can take it down tomorrow. Meal number 3, complete. A few hours later, it was time for a mid-challenge physique check. I'd say I look about 7 months pregnant, but I experience this on a weekly basis, so it's all good. After that was done, it was time for a mid-challenge weigh-in. And at the halfway point, I had put on about 13.4 pounds. At midnight that night, I found myself doing what I do second best. While sitting on the porcelain throne, the thought occurred to me, how much sugar is actually lethal? So I Googled it, and the result shocked me. Apparently, eating 13.5 grams of sugar per pound of body weight is lethal. Almost instantly, I reflected on everything I'd eaten so far. I'd eaten 2,214 grams of sugar so far. All of a sudden, I felt like my life was flashing before my eyes. I was only 86 grams away from the lethal dose for my body weight, 2,300 grams of sugar. But then I opened the article again and read the fine print. The sugar had to be consumed all at once. Crisis averted. I hope. I went to bed and it was time for day number 2. All right, everybody, so I'm about 38 hours into this calorie challenge and about 10 o'clock, I have the worst headache right now. I slept like 2 hours last night. There is no way I'm going to be doing any running or any sort of activity that involves me being on my feet. What I'm gonna do is, can't even think right now. I'm gonna have to get some sort of activity in, so I think I'm gonna jump on the bike for a little bit, and then it'll be time to get into the gigantic candy bar that I have for today. After 2+ hours of sweating straight chocolate, I managed to ride my bike 43 miles. After that was complete, it was time for meal number 4. Are you ready for the reveal? I know, you're probably like, Eric, what are you thinking? I can't believe I'm about to do this. My friends and family, that is just not gonna cut it because I have a 9-pound Toblerone bar on my table right now. This thing is looking absolutely massive. That's what she said. This Toblerone bar right here is over 23,000 calories of chocolatey deliciousness. Just for size reference purposes, just check out how big this bar is compared to a regular Toblerone bar. Like, this is absolutely insane, everyone. So everyone, I have a few hours left and I'm most definitely gonna have my work cut out for me because this is a ridiculous amount of chocolate. But I'm gonna go for the gold and I'm gonna try to get this entire chocolate bar down. If you think I can get this chocolate bar down, go ahead and drop a chocolate bar emoji down below. We're currently at the 42-hour mark right now. It's currently 1:57, October 24th. That being said, everyone, it's time to get into meal number 4. Let's do this. No, I will not be eating this chocolate bar. All right, it's time for the reveal. And in case you're wondering why there's a chunk out of it, well, I had to get a juicy thumbnail before I started this meal. All right, it's time to begin in 3, 2, and 1. It tastes like a giant Toblerone. I have nothing else to say. Right, everybody, well, 2 triangles of the Toblerone bar down. I gotta say, the hardest part about this is just the fact that the chocolate is so hard. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully take care of that. Oh yes, much, much better. That's what I'm talking about. Each triangle is just getting more and more sugary. Now it's time for me to bring some reinforcements to the party. Bacon is everything. Everyone, I've done a lot of crazy challenges in my life. I should actually say I've done a lot of reckless challenges in my life, but this is definitely gonna go down as one of the more reckless ones. Chocolate is just so rich. I feel like I'm sweating chocolate. These bricks of chocolate are just eating into my soul. Excuse me. Thank goodness for this bacon. It's like I'm not full, it's just the chocolate is just so overwhelmingly rich. Everyone, just like that. I think I'm gonna call it quits for this meal. Looks like I have
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
and like 3/4 chocolate triangles left. We are 43 hours in. I'm not gonna lie, everybody, I'm actually just ready to call it quits right now. I'm just so overwhelmed with the amount of chocolate that has bombarded my taste buds that I just don't even think I can continue anymore, but a challenge is a challenge. Meal number 4, not complete. At this point, I felt like my stomach was about to detach from my body, so I went for a walk. After about 30 minutes, I realized I was gonna need something incredibly important for the day after this challenge, but I couldn't decide on Ultra Soft or Ultra Strong. I decided to go with Ultra Strong. After I was done at the store, it was time to get home and begin meal number 5. Desperate times call for desperate measures. At this point in the challenge, I had never experienced flavor fatigue at this level before. So I decided to blend up some of the Toblerone bar with some decaf coffee and some cashew milk. Oh it looks like we are 35 minutes away from the 48-hour mark, and all I have left is 3 blocks of this massive Toblerone bar, along with a bunch of melted chocolate. So it's 6:49 right now. Can't waste any more time, everybody. I gotta get into this. This is meal number 5. I gotta say, the shakes with the decaf coffee, definitely a nice touch.
Did you know Americans eat about 2.8 billion pounds of chocolate every year, and the average American eats about 11 pounds of chocolate annually?
First shake is down. Put that off to the side. There exists a chip here in America. It comes around during the holidays. Potato chip that's covered in chocolate. If you've never had it before, you are truly missing out. I'm making it myself right now with a melted Toblerone bar. We're gonna have about 21 minutes left. I think I just need to put the pedal to the metal. It's gonna be so long before I even want to look at another Toblerone bar. Right over the wall. About 15 minutes left. All I can taste is chocolate, obviously. It feels like my blood type is now Toblerone. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. But if you're still here with me and you believe in me, go ahead and comment down below. Crazy. And don't forget to subscribe for more food challenges if you're not subscribed already.
As always, this is another video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe. And I love you all.